Okay, we're on.
We're on?
Hi, welcome to Open Bar. We don't have any guests tonight, and that is completely by design.
That's okay. It's just you and me.
Right. And you are?
I'm Mike Morales.
And I'm Lisa Peach.
And we're tequilaaficionado.com. Welcome to our TA universe. Just like the MCU, we're the TAU.
Yeah, we're not that good yet.
Well,
we're
affiliated with Marvel, though.
With Maker.
Well, Disney. It's Disney. Disney owns the world.
Okay.
They own the universe.
Anyway, tonight's show is all about getting your brand noticed.
It's about you guys.
Exactly.
It's about you guys.
This is whether you are a spirit brand, a distributor, an importer, distiller, bar owner, bartender, mixologist.
Yeah, mixologist.
Restaurants, liquor stores.
Anybody with a brand. In fact, why don't we just go there? You are your own brand. We also realize that at Tequila Aficionado, there's a reason why we call our awards, which we've been giving away for the last 3 years, the brands of promise. It's because we know that the big guys out there, and you know who they are, right? The big tequila guys that have been there for over 200 years, they don't need us. We've been very fortunate. Many times they have submitted to us their products for our reviews, and I give them props for that because they got the guts to do it. But most often, we're approached by startup brands. We're a 17-year startup. We've been doing this for 17 years, first of all, as a labor of love. But in the last year or two, we've not only been able to help brands like yours get noticed, we've been also helping ourselves get noticed. And so it's kind of a nice symbiotic relationship. So this whole evening, this whole open bar tonight is going to be about our ways to help you get noticed that are not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Or your first child.
Or your first child, or your first pallet of tequila or mezcal,
right.
Okay? We're going to show you how to do it. We're going to show you how we do it here at Tequila Aficionado. We're going to give away some trade secrets, but I think that's okay because
I talked to Mike beforehand, and he's finally okay with it.
Yeah. She's because I have one arm tied behind my back and she won't let me off of here. But this is going to be very informative. So stay with us. We're going to illuminate as well.
Oh, okay.
We're going to show you how it is that you can get noticed on Tequila Aficionado for free.
Yeah.
All right. Virtually.
Okay,
show us.
All right. We should warn them that you're going to be using your clapper. Mike's
got
a toy that he got
You've
for
seen
Christmas.
this. You've seen it on Tequila Aficionado, right?
We'll be using that as we cover different segments because eventually we're going to take this video and we're going to break it down into smaller videos for each section on our website.
We realize that not every one of these possibilities is going to be a fit for you.
Right.
So
if you want to browse our website menu and take a look at just what fits for you, then that's great. Then we'll have this video introduction for you. First, let's get started with our media kit. Tequila Aficionado has a media kit.
A lot of people don't know that. Looks a little bit like that.
Kind of like
it is
that.
Downloadable.
It is downloadable. We do have it available. There's a JPEG. You click on the JPEG, and that will take you to the PDF. But the reason we have that is to show you what we have available for networks, what we have for reach, for an internet reach. And we've got over 4,800 Facebook followers.
All of our numbers are current as of today.
What's the date?
What's the date today?
Today is May 16th.
May 16th. So as of today, these are current numbers. Go ahead and read them all.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We have over 4,800 Facebook followers. We have over 9,500 Twitter followers. We have over 500 Pinterest followers. over 1,900 Instagram followers, and over 200 YouTube followers, and those numbers are growing daily. I try to update them every month, and we usually end up adding 100 to 200 on each network every month. So we are growing. We are in a position to help you because we can reach out to all of these people, as well as all the people in Mike's networks and my networks,
which are pretty substantial to begin with anyway.
Right.
By the way, we also have a newsletter that goes out bi-weekly. This is
That's
not a newsletter that puts out news from like 2013, 2012. 2012. Yeah, our stuff is current, all right? Because we're current. We're here. We haven't given up. All right. I'm telling you, we're a 17-year startup. Right now, we're
creating content.
Where are we at?
It's right here.
What am I looking at?
Newsletter
658. 658
yeah. Oh, okay.
subscribers. We were hoping for about 1,000 before the end of the year. We're probably going to get that before the end of summer.
Yeah.
All right. These are decision makers. These are people in the industry. These are people not just who are fanatics and connoisseurs. These are people that actually make decisions. All right. So our network is a variety of people. It goes from novices, people that want to learn, women, people in the industry, decision makers.
The whole gamut.
The whole gamut. Everybody that you want to touch, they're watching us.
Yeah. So let's talk about the first free option that we have.
First option.
The first free option that we have is, as many of you have seen it, it is Sipping Off the Cuff. And that stars Mike Morales.
And our partner in California, Alex Perez, who was actually our founder of Tequila Aficionado. Yeah. And every year we solicit or submit several tequilas. Most of them you probably have never heard before. And these are brands, tequilas, mezcals, now Raicilla, Sotol, Bacanora, the whole
any agave spirits,
even those that are outside the denomination of origin. Alex, even
non-agave products.
Yes, that's true.
For instance,
lip balm.
Yeah,
we did margarita mixes,
mixers.
Liqueurs.
Any bar items, garnishes, all that stuff.
Anything that's related to the spirits industry / tequila, mezcal, agave spirits industry. If you want to submit it to us, all you got to do is send us an email.
Yeah. So Sipping Off the Cuff is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. And, well, actually, it does cost you. You have to pay postage to 2 addresses, okay? Not just one. If you only send a sample to Mike or you only send a sample to Alex, we can't get a review done because Alex is in California and Mike is here in Texas.
But see, here's the kicker. If you send it to both of us, you get double the screen value. All right? We're very good at product placement. I used to work in radio. I know what it's like to sell. I used to sell, all right? Double the product placement for free. You have to pay for that at the movies.
Yeah. So it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. As far as we go, we don't ask you for money. And
just because you submit to us doesn't mean that we're going to like it.
It doesn't mean we're going to like it. Okay, you're gonna have to take your licks. If your product stinks, which we've had a few of those.
We've had some stinkers.
There was that horrific thing.
You can find them. You just put a search on the bar under horrific. You'll see maybe a handful.
We've had some. I've handed some brands.
Some of us will make us cringe.
Yes, there was the cringe.
The cringe.
Anyway, all you have to do is send one full-size bottle to Mike, one full-size bottle
No
to
minis,
Alex.
please. No minis.
Minis just don't work because they always get compromised in the packaging.
You ever lived in Texas? You ever see alcohol evaporate?
The minis just go away.
Send me something. I'll show you.
It's just a cute little bottle with nothing in it by the time it gets to us.
Yeah.
The deliverable here is a YouTube video shared on our Tequila Aficionado channel, as well as all of our social media networks combined. And we just went over the numbers on those. You will reach tens of thousands of people with just that. Mm-hmm. So for the cost of postage and 2 bottles of booze, you're going to reach tens of thousands of people. That is a bargain.
By the way, and I was going to bring this up at our meeting prior to filming this.
We had a staff meeting.
We had a staff meeting. And a couple of the cats, the staff cats.
We had,
the fat cat and the, Okay.
Anyway.
Well, the deal is this. Even though you get a great review or you get a scintillating review, whatever review you're getting.
You might get a sucky review.
You might get a bad review. But regardless, if you have a favorable review and you're nominated, or even just a favorable review, there's so many of these brands that don't use them effectively. You're not reposting. You're not retweeting. You're not putting it on your website as a resource. And you have access to all of that because our YouTube channels,
everything is shareable.
Everything is shareable. We don't hide anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to know the password, know the secret handshake. If you like it and you're okay with it, 15 minutes, use it on your website. Talk to your webmaster. Put it on, you own it.
Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter.
Yeah, you own it. You guys are happy, and I get it. But there's so many of these brands that aren't using it efficiently enough. And, it's no skin off our nose. We really enjoyed it. We will always, always, always share it through our networks.
Right.
But you have a network too. Even if you got 2 followers or 2,000 followers, you can use that.
And this is social media content.
That's
for you.
right.
You don't have to scrape for social media.
That's
content.
right. You don't have to pay anybody to do it. All you got to do is grab the link and share it. And anybody who's doing your social media should know how to do that. Mm-hmm. All right. If you're doing your own social media, you should learn how to do that. It's not very hard. Okay.
If you need help, email me. Now, the fine print on Sipping Off the Cuff. This is produced on our schedule. We have had brands come to us and say, we really want to get this out next week because we have this new product coming out and we want you to review it and post the review before next week. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen.
No. See, one thing you have to remember about the Tequila Aficionado universe. It's us. Okay. This is our universe, us and the cats and the dog.
And they can't type.
And none of those guys can, their nails are too
long.
They're
useless.
And we're also a network. We are a media company. And you are going to fit into our schedule, not the other way around. And we get a lot of those.
Don't be mean now. Here's what happens.
We're gonna touch on this in a second.
Okay.
What happens is these requests don't come from the startups themselves. If you have hired a PR company, agencies. You know why? Because what we do, free. What they do, pay for play. All right. If you're going to pay me for that, absolutely. Whenever you want, sir. Yes, sir. But
we don't do pay for play.
We don't do pay for play.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that'll have to happen on our schedule. Now, here's how this happens. We don't get a sample and then immediately Mike and Alex get on Skype and do their review and just set everything aside. No, Alex has a job. Okay. Mike has a job. Mike is working all day long.
We'll discuss that, what my jobs are later.
I have a job, and we can discuss that later as well. Our bread and butter is coming from other places, okay? Tequila Aficionado isn't our bread and butter. If it were, we wouldn't be giving all this stuff away for free.
Yeah.
Because
we wouldn't be giving away our trade secrets
we're giving
either,
away
because
a lot.
what PR company do you know is going to give away their trade secret? By the way, ask your PR company how many followers they have on their Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, some of those are really sad. Wow. So anyway, what happens with Sipping Off the Cuff is usually once a month, Mike and Alex are able to coordinate their schedules, get together on Skype, and do
several tastings.
They do a batch of reviews. And then what happens is the next day I get up all bleary-eyed and I check my computer for all of the recordings. And then I start uploading them to YouTube and adding the branding.
She basically does all the post-production, and she does that in batches also.
Right.
So as you can see, this is, unless we have assistance, which we don't.
We don't. But if you're looking for a job and you're willing to start for free, call me.
Want to work for tequila?
Write me. Yeah. Send me a smoke signal.
So anyway, that's the way it works here at Tequila Aficionado Universe.
Right. Okay. Also, with Sipping Off the Cuff, occasionally we do have technical difficulties. You may have seen a blank spot where Mike's face was supposed to be, or a blank spot where Alex's face was supposed to be. These things happen. We use the best technology that we have available to us.
We're always at the mercy of whatever
happens.
internet access or provider that you have, as well as us. And I've never met anybody who's been happy with their internet service provider. That's why we're hoping one day that Google will come here very soon. Google Fiber is coming.
But that's another topic.
Right.
Anyway, with Sipping Off the Cuff, every brand that we sip off the cuff is automatically entered in the Brands of Promise contest. Now, here's how that works. If it's good, they'll tell you. If it's bad, they'll tell you too. If it's great, they will nominate it. Mike and Alex will nominate it for Brand of Promise. So Brands of Promise nominees all go into the long list of nominees, or, well, we had a long list last year.
It's going to get longer this year.
We have some great brands, but the list of nominees is then revisited at the end of the year, and then we decide on the final Brands of Promise. But whether you get just a nomination or you get a gold medal or a platinum medal from the Brands of Promise,
silver or bronze,
we never, ever make you pay for that. We don't make you pay to be considered, and we don't make you pay to use that medal on your packaging or on your business cards or wherever you might want to use it.
Unlike the pay for play, we're not going to charge you for the licensing fee of the medal. All right. You get a full-blown graphic that you can use. We've seen, as a matter of fact, past winners have used it on their POS. They used it on their business cards. They've used it on their packaging. Okay. And that's great. We're very, very proud. And we're okay with that, because not only is it getting the word out that this is a worthy brand, a brand of promise, but it also gets our brand out there too. See how that works? Symbiotic.
We always get a little weepy when people use it too.
Well, yeah, because it's so special. Anyway, so again, use those medals. Use it. The more hardware you can. By the way, these aren't real medals. It's just graphics, because we have no budget. Well, all right, you're not going to get a real medal, because otherwise we'd have to charge you.
Then we'd have to charge you.
But we're not going to do that. We're not. I know we're leaving.
We'll give you a high resolution graphic.
Yes, I know we're leaving money on the table, but again, our conversation right now is how you can get yourself noticed for free. What's next?
Clap it.
Clap it.
Okay, the next free option for getting your brand noticed by the Tequila Aficionado audience.
That coffee smells good.
It is good. Is to be a guest on Open Bar.
Right here.
Yeah.
See that empty space on this side? Oh, you don't see it. But there's an empty space on that side.
Yeah.
That could be you.
Exactly. It doesn't cost anything. We don't ask guests to pay for play. Again, your commitment is only 1 hour.
1 hour. Give us an hour. Drunk or sober, we don't care.
It's all good.
But be sober because you're going to represent your brand, right? So we can get drunk later. 1
hour at 7 p.m. Central on a Monday evening. So if you're interested in being a guest on Open Bar, then email me, lisa@tequilaaficionado.com, and I'll get you scheduled. Now, we've got one little bit of fine print. We have to have reviewed and enjoyed your product.
It doesn't matter whether you've won an award or not.
I don't expect the Jose Cuervo people to call me anytime soon.
You know what?
After
if you have the guts to if you email us and you have the guts, we will put you on. That's why I give kudos to Brown Foreman of Herradura. They don't need us, but they are more and Luna Azul, or Heaven Hill. They don't need us, but they're more than willing to send us product because they feel that they produce something that will stand up to what's out there. And you know what?
And they appreciate the reach that they're
getting. Sure. We'll discuss, in fact, we'll discuss Heaven Hill shortly when it comes to our big how to get noticed. Are we done?
We are almost done. Easy.
Okay. I got a trigger clapper.
If you'd like to be a guest on Open Bar, if we've reviewed your brand and we liked it, or we suggested it for cocktails or something like that.
Or you want to come on and you want to make some clarifications.
That's another good point.
Sure.
Some people have point of sale materials that are a little bit misleading, and they want to clarify their story.
Or they don't give us any. And a lot of the stuff that we do is basically based on what we find on the website. And if your website's not up to par, then we're flying blind, and all we can do is give a review with our palate. And everybody's got a review, and everybody's got a palate. So but if you want to clarify things or go more in depth,
well, there's always a story.
Yeah,
and that's what Open Bar is about. If you've seen our previous 12 episodes of Open Bar, everybody's got a story. We've listened to some great stories.
We've had some wonderful guests.
Roger Klein.
We've had the folks from Senor Rio, Debbie Medina and Jonathan Gatch. If you haven't seen those videos, take an hour, check them out. Okay. Wonderful stories. There are people who are starting up. They're startups just like you. If you're watching us and you're interested and you're starting up a brand, whether mezcal or any kind of agave or agave related product, and you think that you're the only one with those problems, watch some of those videos. Yeah. You're not the only one, and you might learn something, which would be great because that's what we're all about. We're all about bringing your story and learning something.
So that's Open Bar in a nutshell. Our next one is our flight of sites. Okay.
Our flight of sites.
Our flight of sites.
That's on the website.
We started this some time ago. We have several people who have done this. Flight of Sites is also free, okay? The commitment involved in this is giving us access to post on your Facebook page. What happens is you get an ad on every page of the Tequila Aficionado website, okay? Every page of tequilaaficionado.com will have your ad on it, and every newsletter that we put out will have your ad on it. And so those ads that you see, those are Flight of Sites members.
Yes.
And what they do is they allow us to post Tequila Aficionado articles or videos or whatever material we have that particular day. They let us post one post per day on their Facebook fan page. Now, what that does is it helps us to reach their audience. And
we can't reach everyone. Lord knows we've tried.
Right.
And we're getting there.
But we appreciate that so much that we give them this free advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And it also provides them with content for their Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So every single day, they know that at least one post is going up. They don't even have to schedule anything on their Facebook pages. They don't have to worry about it.
Nope.
Because one post from Tequila Aficionado will go up there every day. And when people visit their Facebook fan page, they will see regular posting. That's one of those things that people look for. When they look at a Facebook fan page, they want to see how current it is. Has anything posted lately? So if you're a member of the Flight of Sites, you've got to post on there every day. Whether you post something or not, it doesn't matter. People are going to see that you're current. So we get some value and we add value. So that's our Flight of Sites. The only catch to that is that I need to be able to post. And as a social media manager, I do this sort of thing all the time. So
the reason you're hearing about Tequila Aficionado now, as opposed to 17 years ago or 15 years ago, is because of her. Listen to her. When she talks about social media, she will teach you a few things.
But anyway, you can rest assured I won't touch anything else on your Facebook page. I won't mess with it one bit.
We're too busy.
We set these things up. Right.
We're too busy with our own stuff, man.
We set it up to post automatically, so you get one a day, and it'll happen at the time of day when your particular Facebook audience is most active.
Mm-hmm.
Another bonus.
Yeah.
So that's our Flight of Sites.
Because did you know that timing is important? They say timing is everything.
Timing is everything.
In social media, we discovered timing is also everything.
Right.
Next.
More. Okay. Our next free option for exposure for your brand is the Tequila Test Kitchen.
This is so much fun.
My personal favorite.
I don't know, but some of the you'd be surprised what we've had in our test kitchen has worked.
Yeah, well, here's an example. Hornitos lime shot. Never drink it.
Don't drink. Read the review. Don't drink it.
Don't drink it, but you must have it for your kitchen.
If you're a guy and you like to grill,
be a hero. Get the lime shot.
Get the lime shot, because it is probably one of the best marinades for chicken and fish that you will ever have. And it was pretty good actually with beef too. Yeah,
well, we used it with beef. We used it with chicken. We threw it into some refried beans.
Yes.
What else? Also great for ceviche.
Now you know that the Salsa people, they don't care. I got news for you. They are missing the boat. This is an area that they could expand their reach. And we found it.
But you know, it's an area where any brand can expand their reach. Okay? I made a ham with mestizo mezcal. You can check out our calendar for 2016.
Yeah, the 2016 calendar is nothing but recipes.
Every month
instead of naked chicks on a car or beach, bottles at the beach in Hawaii. Yeah. We don't do that. We stick you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Stuff you can eat and make yourself.
Yeah, some other things too that you might consider that sound really difficult but are the truffles. We made truffles with De La Terre maple tequila.
He's going to be on the show, by the way.
Right. We made truffles with that tequila. We made truffles with Diva tequila. We made truffles with Avion espresso. We have
judged truffles that were made by another chocolatier in Denver that was using Suerte tequila. Remember that?
Yes, those Suerte, those were delicious.
Those were awesome. They were awesome.
But mine were good.
Well, yeah, but
mine were great.
Yours are great.
Mine were like the size of golf balls.
Yeah, I know. They're huge. One will do you, that and coffee.
But we've done, you can check the website for all the recipes. The Tequila Test Kitchen is absolutely free. We ask for a commitment of 2 bottles sent to me here in Texas. And I can do paired menus. Okay, I can set up set up menus that would pair well with your particular brand. And I can also create original recipes. So the only fine print is that, you know, we have to be able to review it and enjoy it somehow. Hornitos was a freak of nature.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
Because we didn't want to drink it, but I knew.
Don't
I
shoot
knew
it.
It could be cooked with.
You know,
and it was.
And we've got a couple more in the kitchen that are awaiting their turn in the test kitchen. A couple of items that we reviewed last year, and I think those are going to be winners too. Yeah. Believe it or not, you'd be surprised how creative we can get. You know, just because you're making a tequila and you want people to drink it, obviously that's your first priority. Those are your first customers. But you know what? What if?
You know what? If you get them to cook with it, they'll have to use a lot more.
They'll have to use a lot more.
Smart move.
Are we done?
So that's the test kitchen. So if you would like to participate in the test kitchen program, another thing too is Pinterest. I create Pinterest boards for everybody in the test kitchen. You'll see an Hornitos Lime Shot Pinterest board. You'll see a Diva Tequila Pinterest board, Avion Espresso Pinterest board. Yeah. Got some epic recipes on all of those.
Yeah, so if you're a big Pinterest person, you know, male or female, doesn't matter because at this point,
check out our Tequila Aficionado Pinterest boards. All of our test kitchen recipes are in there. So and
there
that's
you go.
Absolutely free.
That's free, boys and girls.
Okay, our next free way to get noticed, absolutely free, is a new program called Classic Mixology. And that is something near and dear to Alex's heart.
Yes.
If you've seen Sipping Off the Cuff, you know that Alex Perez loves mixology.
He loves cocktails. He's a big cocktail
crazy
guy.
About cocktails. That costs absolutely nothing. And what we ask for is at least one full-size sample of your product. And this can be hardware, garnishes, mixes, syrups,
bitters,
any mixology related stuff.
Yeah.
Or agave spirits.
Yes.
And just send him one full-size sample, and he will be creating YouTube videos. We're still in the process of getting him rolling on that. Alex is still putting together his kit and his production program. So that will probably really kick off in 2017.
Yeah, but don't let that stop you, because if you
get your products in now, so that Alex can get started.
Yeah, because he needs a lineup of that on top of the tequila that we do.
Right. Okay. Now that's it for Classic Mixology.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Our next way to get noticed by Tequila Aficionados
for
Network.
Free.
No, this one's going to cost you.
Oh,
yeah. Nice try.
I know. Never mind.
This one is our roadshow sponsorship. You may have seen things about our Tequila Aficionado Roadshow. Mike's been publishing some blogs about our travel logs. So our last one was the Dia de los Muertos tour. Okay.
It was epic. It was the Great Southwest. Awesome. Yes. And we took, what did we take? 19 brands with 18 brands with 23 different expressions.
No, it was 33.
33. I'm sorry.
33 expressions.
That
was a lot.
That was a lot of booze. We still haven't gotten through it all. And you know what was neat is that we were able to share these with people in different states. It
was wonderful. We were able to introduce a lot of people to spirits that were completely new to them.
Yep. In states that maybe it was available to them or not, or they'd never heard of you guys. And you can see all those videos too on our YouTube channel. They are listed
We've
there
got playlists.
with a playlist. Right. We have, if you're not sure, you want to check out what it is that we do, check out the playlist, okay? Because all of that stuff happened during the tour, before and after.
My favorite is the Foo Bar video.
Foo Bar was fun.
That Foo Bar video was great.
The Foo Bar was fun. We sit, Lisa and I sit behind a desk anywhere from 5 to 8 hours a day. All right.
Oh, more than
and
that.
we have to force ourselves to take time off. Sometimes when we're watching TV, we're doing stuff on tablets and phones.
We're always working.
We're always working.
We're self-employed, so we're always working.
Right. And we love that. I mean, that's fun that we can do that. But the neat thing is being able to get out away from the computer, out in the world, out where people are,
well,
or out in nature, because you don't know.
It inspires creativity.
Exactly. You don't know where your inspiration will come from.
Yep.
And if you let yourself play a little bit, you never really know what you're going to come up with. And we have gotten some of the most epic social media stuff that whether it's photos or video or situations.
We had ghost town stuff.
Oh.
We had sunset over the pond stuff.
We had
rock and roll and Foo Bar.
We had people, that we were introducing. We made new friends. And this is something you can't do in an office. A PR company is not going to get away from posting something. And you know what? You don't have to hire a photographer to put this in a box with a white curtain. No, your product gets to go out in nature. It gets to go out with a real sunset on a real beach, or maybe in a real lake, or maybe on someone's kitchen table.
Hey, we took Route 66 Tequila down Route 66
into Route 66 Casino, ladies and gentlemen. It does exist.
We had some fun with that.
Yeah.
But
like I say, you never really know what's going to happen. And tell everybody why this is so important. All right. Why are PR companies who claim that they do social media, which, by the way, are two different things, they're separate and apart. They're not together. All right. That's old paradigm. A lot of people are stuck in old paradigm. We want to show you what new paradigm is all about. All right. PR and social media, two different things.
Yeah. This is what we're doing when we do these tours. This is influencer marketing. And that's exactly
word of
what
mouth. It's still word of mouth. And it's the biggest influencer that you have.
Getting out of the box and creating content that you're not usually going to find. Everybody has the glamour shots of their bottles. Everybody has the bottle on the beach,
Everybody's got a studio where they take the bottle.
Everybody's got the studio
and you've paid
shots.
Probably an arm and a leg for these beautiful glamour shots at high resolution. All right? I can't use them. Websites can't use high res. You know what good they are? They're good at the pay for play. See, look. High res. Who cares? Print is dead.
But we still create high res stuff.
Sure.
But
you want it, we can get it to you.
But when we do these tours, we're creating, let's see, our deliverables. Let's tell you about our deliverables.
In other words, this is what you get.
This is what you get if you are a sponsor of one of our tours. Okay. Instagram photo. Okay. Brand engagement rates highest on Instagram. Whether or not you have an Instagram account,
if you don't have
doesn't matter, because you're still going to reach our audience.
Right.
You're going to reach Tequila Aficionado's audience. You're going to reach Lisa Peach's audience. You're going to reach Mike Morales' audience. Okay. You're looking at least 34,000 impressions from one Instagram photo.
That's without you having an Instagram account.
That's without you sharing it.
Right. No, but if you have one, please share it.
Yeah, if you have
one, do
it.
Get an app. You can repost it. It's easy.
Right. Native Facebook video. Okay. Native Facebook videos reach 148% more fans than pictures do.
Okay. When we say the
algorithm is set up to go with native Facebook videos first. If you have a native Facebook video on your Facebook page, they're going to put that in there above anybody else's picture or YouTube
or anything else.
YouTube video.
If you serve it up on Facebook, it goes first.
Your audience is going to see that. And, you know, it's tough to get your message out. Even though people have opted in by liking your Facebook page, Facebook doesn't show all of those people.
Nope.
Every one of your posts.
Nope.
But if you post a Facebook native video, then they're going to show it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is like going to a casino and playing with the house money. That's what that's about.
Yeah. With native Facebook videos, you're looking at just us sharing this video. You're looking at a reach of over 33,000 impressions. Mm-hmm. Once you share it to your Facebook page or your Facebook profile, even bigger. Okay. You'll also get a YouTube video. Okay. That's a reach of over 10,000 impressions just with the Tequila Aficionado network. That's not even counting our networks. Yeah. Okay. 1 billion people use YouTube. Most tequila brands do not have a YouTube channel. They don't have the budget.
Or they don't use it well enough. You know, right. they have 5 videos. You subscribe
right.
to them and they've had 5 videos total.
But who's got time to take the videos, right?
Well, who's got time to purchase? You know, they got to right. buy it. They got to buy it. Nobody's going to do it for them for free.
Nobody's got time to do this.
Yeah.
But we can do it for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. You'll also get a blog feature on tequilaaficionado.com. Okay. You'll be mentioned at least once.
Oh, yeah.
For the tour. That's a reach of over 43,000 impressions. And we receive anywhere from 7 to 10,000 hits per month.
Per month and growing.
And growing on our website.
That's not bad for a niche market.
And this is content that you will always have available at Tequila Aficionado. You can share it to any network you've got. We will keep it on Tequila Aficionado. People will see it over and over and over
again. By the way,
again.
The reason that people can see it over and over and over again isn't because it's going to stay on our archives forever. That's not, no. You know, in the old days, people wrote on cave walls and pyramids. You know, you had to go to the pyramids to look at what the right. people wrote. You had to find the cave, because if it was overgrown with jungle, you wouldn't find it. But with social media now, we repurpose. You know what that means?
We repost.
Everything
is
over
reposted
and
over and over.
And you know why? Because there's more people, more generations coming on board using social media.
A lot of people find this stuff. You know,
it's new for you, right?
Yeah, we've got a Jose Cuervo article that keeps finding a new audience. It's insane.
We see our statistics every day. We go to our website and we see what's hitting today. You have that one article on Jose Cuervo, and it is always perennially the top article, and it's like what, 3-4 years old?
It's really old.
But you know what?
I've been bumping it.
Yeah.
Because we've been.
But when she uses these terms, we'll try to clarify those for you. When we say bumping it, we see something like that, and obviously there's a demand for it, so we repurpose it sooner.
Right.
We get it out there again.
But another way too is I go back and I go through all of our material, and we've got hundreds of reviews, literally hundreds of reviews. So all of our YouTube videos, all of our Sipping Off the Cuffs, every article that we've ever done, all of that, we keep bringing that back to the audience, because there are always people who are seeing it for the first time.
There's always people who are going to go, I didn't know that tequila was around. Or, you know what? I've seen that tequila before at the liquor store, and I always walk past it. I'm going to go pick it up.
So
one customer at a time, right? If you get it past the lips, that's how we change things in this industry. One customer at a time. And if one customer at a time sees these videos, and again, that's without you guys doing anything. This is content on tequilaaficionado.com. This is evergreen content that we create. Okay. We write these reviews. We talk about your brand. That's searchable on Tequila Aficionado. Mm-hmm. If people want to find out about a tequila,
they will search for it on Google, or they will come to tequilaaficionado.com and search for it.
Primarily, they'll search Google,
and generally they search Google, and ours are the first ones to come up because we work so hard on search engine optimization. So that's the value of having blog features on Tequila Aficionado. You'll also
Does your PR company work as hard?
Probably not. Another thing with our tours is everybody who comes on tour with us goes into the Tequila Aficionado Wiki. We actually have a Wiki, and that's my pride and joy right there.
Yes, it is. That was her idea.
That Wiki not only has information on your brand and links to your brand, but it also includes all or most of the posts, the social media posts that we've created for your brand. So you'll see embedded Facebook posts on your brand. You'll see embedded YouTube videos. You will see embedded Instagram, embedded Twitter pictures and posts. All of that will be embedded. Vines. All of that will be embedded on the Wiki. Now, the Wiki is great for consumers because they get to see your brand, and they get to see what we said about your brand. And they can share those posts right there from the Wiki. They can share that Facebook post or that Instagram post, but you can share it too. That is our own virtual vault.
That's our vault. That's our library. Our
library that we've created for you. So if you ever need a social media post, come to the Wiki. If you're in the Wiki, if you've been on tour with us, you're in the Wiki. Come to the Wiki. Take a look at the posts that we've made about your brand and share those. It's instant content.
Yep. Just because you paid once doesn't mean you can't use it over and over again. Because I tell you what, you've paid a lot of money for some of these guys to give you those glamour shots.
And it's a one-shot deal.
Yeah, well, you have to buy so many months, right, to get a glamour shot, and to pay. The location is also a big deal, right? Location. I want to be above the fold, below the fold. I want to be in the center fold. I want to be in the back. I want to be in the front. I want to be black and white. You're paying for all that stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
But how long does this magazine stay in your bathroom?
And guess what?
Not long.
Guess what? These are trade magazines, boys and girls.
They're not reaching consumers.
They're not reaching consumers. I know that for some of you importers and brand owners and PR companies, that your end consumer is the trade. Guess what? It doesn't end there, all right? Because not everybody is in the trade. Not everybody gets this magazine, okay? Some people just get Cigar Aficionado and call that, But if you're a consumer and you're looking for consumer information, where do they go? They go to us. And so do importers, brand owners, people who are thinking about it, connoisseurs. You know why? Because we don't pull any punches. That's why.
So another thing you get with Roadshow sponsorship is inclusion in our end of tour magazine.
Yes.
And that was something we created our first one after the Dia de los Muertos tour. I had a lot of fun creating that magazine because I got to put all my graphic.
Yeah, she used to work in setting magazines. What do they call that these days? What do they call it back then?
Layouts.
Layouts. Yeah. See, when print was still alive, it was called layouts.
No, it wasn't. Okay. Anyway, we create an end of tour magazine. Okay. So once we've collected all of these posts that we've done throughout the tour, what we do is we take those posts and we embed them in a magazine. So, and then we create this high quality PDF that shows all of the brands that came with us and notes on the tour. So it's a great showpiece for us.
Well, yeah.
But it's also a great showpiece for you because what we're going to do with this next tour is we are going to offer sponsors a mini magazine with just the posts for their brand. So nobody else's brand will be in there. It will just be our commentary and our posts of your brand. So you will have this high quality, high resolution PDF, perfect for printing. If you need some kind of point of sale material, or if you need material to pitch to investors, you know, whoever you may need to pitch to, this is great material.
And you don't have to come up with it.
Exactly. We do it all for you. So
are we going to tell people what posts like that are worth? Stuff like that is worth?
Our posts, actually, one social media post by Tequila Aficionado, that's just one post.
Just one.
Like one tweet or one Instagram picture.
Just one
post.
Just one.
Has been valued by Influencer Database at $86.
Influencer Database.
So
I didn't even know it existed.
What we provide for roadshow sponsorship, if you come on as a sponsor, we provide at least one of each: an Instagram photo, a native Facebook video, a YouTube video, a blog feature on tequilaaficionado.com, inclusion in our wiki, and inclusion in the end of tour magazine. Now,
what's that normally cost? If we add all this stuff up, what's it going to cost?
You're getting at least 5 posts, and that's just a very minimum.
Oh yeah.
But that's valued at $430. And what we are asking for sponsors is $250 per expression.
That's on this year's tour, right?
That's on this year's tour.
Are we going to tell them where we're going?
If you joined us for last year's tour, our price, okay, our following was a little bit smaller. Our price was $200. If you joined us on last year's tour,
and you want to come on again,
your price will always be $200. If you join us on this year's tour, you can lock in to a $250 rate. Okay. We want to show you how we appreciate your loyalty. We want to reward loyalty. So if you come on board with us, we will give you the same price every time. Okay. But that's roadshow sponsorship.
Yep. And this year, we are headed into the Heartland of America.
This is our Heartland Tour. We are going from Texas all the way up to Minnesota. Okay.
Lots of great tequila bars in Minnesota. Don't laugh.
Lots of meats there, too. The Swedes, Swedes like their meats. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to Wisconsin to explore some cheese pairing.
Perfect with mezcal.
Yes. And then after that, we're going to Michigan just in time for apple picking season.
Woohoo!
So my test kitchen will be bubbling
the test
over
kitchen
with
and the cocktail
cocktails,
cocktail worthy with apples, and oh my gosh.
And then from Michigan, we'll be coming back down to Texas. We may or may not make a stop in Bourbon Country. It depends on if Bourbon Country wants to see us. Well,
like I say, we've been very fortunate that we've had some great companies who have been willing to supply us with their product, aren't afraid to put it out there. One of them is Heaven Hill, Luna Azul. Again, a great company that doesn't need us. But you'd be surprised. Number one, it's very photographable. Number two, it really lends itself to sipping and cocktails. And number three, they're doing it right. They're doing it right. And we're hoping that maybe on this tour we might be able to make a stop down there. We'll see.
Have a museum. It would be.
They have a museum. This is their 100th year anniversary, I think, or their 80th anniversary. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime,
so here's the fine print on the tour, because plenty of people out there are probably saying, "Oh, pay Tequila Aficionado $250. They'll say anything about your product." No, we won't. If we've reviewed your product and we didn't like it, we won't take it on tour. Okay. We reserve the right
to refuse service to anyone. No choose,
Yeah.
no shirt, no service. Okay.
If we don't feel that we can get behind your particular product, then we will not take it on tour with us. That's an integrity issue, and that is a very big issue for us.
It always has been a Tequila Aficionado. That's one thing that we've always taken pride on is one, we will never take payment to give a good review. Nope. If we genuinely enjoy your tequila and it has been or whatever product it is,
also told,
we will say so. And why pull the punch, right?
Right. So you'll get a minimum of one each of those pieces of content.
Right.
Very often we create more because
we're inspired, because we're out there.
We get out into the fresh air. We start walking around and we
start
really
meeting people. We start talking to distributors maybe, or going into bars and restaurants and just talking to their other RVers. Right.
So other additional content is created at our discretion. We do not charge extra for that. You're a sponsor. You're a sponsor. That's all there is to it. We don't change our content after we post it, though. If you don't like the look of the red leaf by the tequila bottle, then sorry, but we did get you 43,000 impressions with your tequila bottle, right?
Yeah. How many did you get?
Be nice. Okay.
Well, I mean, they're paying for their impressions, right? I mean, some of these big companies, we're not like that other company that's out there. I found a company that will ask for $30,000 to help you name your product.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Spend an afternoon with us.
Yeah, please.
And
we won't charge you $30,000.
With the tour, our tour this year, the Heartland Tour, we are hitting the road on September 10th. Okay, that's
the cutoff to get their stuff in. That's when this is
happening. The cutoff to get your product and payment in is August 15th of this year.
By the way, that's for both Sippin Off The Cuff
and the
Heartland Tour.
Okay.
Because we have so many products right now that if we have any more after that,
we need to be able to produce them in time.
Exactly. And there's no possible way that we could probably get them in before the holidays. That's not happening because what did we say earlier? It's going to happen on our timetable, not yours.
So August 15th is our cutoff for the Heartland Tour. So if you would like us to take 1, 2, 3, 4, however many expressions you've got.
You don't have to send them all. Just one, maybe, if you want.
Yeah. Just one actually will lock in your rate.
Yeah.
So if you want to do one
By
this
the way,
year,
that's
3 next year.
Yeah, that's per expression, right?
Per expression.
Per expression. So we want to clarify that. That's $250 per expression.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. We also have social media content packages that we will create. So if you can't get on a tour, all right, if you miss a tour cutoff, but you still need some social media content, okay, if you need things for your Instagram or your Facebook or your Twitter, we can still do that for you. If you want the same sort of package that we do for the tour, we can do that for you any time of year. And again, your price is locked in. If you went on a tour with us, your price is locked in for that. So we will create that content for you. If you want Christmas content, if you want elves getting crazy on your bottles and Christmas trees or whatever, we can do that for you in June. It's okay.
Yeah, because that's when everybody else does it anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But those are our prices.
Okay.
Okay. We want to be transparent about our prices, and we want to let you know that we reward loyalty. So you want to lock in a price, now's the time to do it.
Hey, you're going to be transparent with how you produce your tequila or your mezcal or your agave spirit. We should return that. We appreciate that, and we should return that to you.
That's right. So
Clapper. All right.
The next thing we want to touch on is website advertising. Lots of people ask us what it costs to advertise on our website.
Oh, it's there, isn't it?
It is there, but I'm going to tell you, you're just cutting your feet off by doing that.
Nobody does that anymore.
Nobody buys website advertising anymore. You can buy website advertising.
Old paradigm.
Right. You can buy website advertising. at Tequila Aficionado. We will take your money. We will place your ad. We'll even create the graphic for you at no extra cost. But we'd rather not. If you want advertising on our website, join the flight of sites. You get free advertising on the website. You won't have to pay for it.
Old paradigm. Nobody's going to see it, okay? They throw this out at the end of the month. If you're a salesman, I know because I used to subscribe to stuff like this. And you know what? When my new one came, this one went in the garbage.
Yeah. But if you buy advertising on our website, we get about 10,000 hits a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can probably expect about 10,000 people to see your ad. But
oh, by the way, that's 10,000 in several different countries.
Right. That's worldwide.
That's worldwide.
But
global.
So you'll have that
universal.
Many people see your ad, and it's worldwide, and it's wonderful, and it makes everybody feel warm and fuzzy. But you can get more action. You can get way more value for your money by buying a social media package. Okay, the social media package is going to cost you the same amount that a static ad is going to cost you.
Mm-hmm.
So
compare the prices.
While we would take your advertising dollar
I'd
for
be more than happy to twist my arm.
We'd rather not.
No.
And that's all I have to say about website advertising.
It's like H&R. Was it H&R Block or what? What we done?
We're
okay.
done.
We're done.
So some other options that we have, and we're running out of time now. Some other options that we have. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
these are actually our bread and butter.
Right.
These are the things that we actually do for a living.
These were our day jobs.
Right.
Okay. Or still are.
My day job is social media consulting and management. Okay. I set up strategies for brands. I consult with them if they just want a one-time consulting, or if they just want somebody to create a strategy for them and then they do it themselves. I can do that. I also do management. My packages start at $200. So, but they depend
These are
on what you're
individual,
looking
by the
for.
way, as we said. This is
Lisa Peach.
Right. Exactly. Not Tequila Aficionado.
This is Lisa Peach, digital media marketing.
At which point Tequila Aficionado becomes a conduit.
Right. So that's what I do for a day job. So if you need help with your brand's social media, I'd be more than happy to help you.
Your cousin's sister's brother, girlfriend, who has an iPhone,
who has a Twitter account,
who has a Twitter account and a Samsung 7 is not doing the job for you because
they probably don't have a strategy,
and you're not paying them.
So if you need something like that, let me know.
Yeah.
Now, what Mike does, Mr. Consultant to the tequila industry, Mike does a number of things.
I drink a lot of coffee and talk on the phone.
Mike writes press releases, and
I am a trained marketer. I write press releases. Yeah, I said
telemarketing.
I said, well, even before that.
Yeah.
I told you before. We talked about this before. The press release is dead. You know why? You are press release services that supposedly have outlets that service so many newspapers and writers who subscribe to all this stuff. And you know what? That's all well and good. Just remember one thing. They're going to charge you not just to write the press release.
They're going to charge you to send it out.
They're going to charge you to send it out because they have to use there's really only one service that I know of that's the best. Okay. But remember also that you're a tequila agave spirit producer. If you're going to hire me to write these for you, and I still write them. Remember that those services will disseminate the information throughout all spirits media.
No, they don't. No, not necessarily spirits.
No, but
they just
it's all media. It's just
a shotgun approach.
It's a spray and pray, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what did we say earlier? We're getting 7,000 to 10,000 hits a month.
This is a targeted approach.
We're a targeted marketing niche. If you want to reach the people that are going to pull this bottle off the shelf, you come to us.
Yeah. Another thing Mike does is business consulting. He consults with several brands.
I can't tell you who they are because I am been sworn to secrecy.
Well, and that's just it. They don't get any special treatment at Tequila Aficionado just because you've consulted with them.
No. But
they do get extra insights into what's actually going on in the tequila industry when they consult with you.
We've been, I've been in this business now because we're our 18th, 17th, 18th year of watching this business in two different ways, one as a consumer and one as a marketer. And I have my opinions and I have my, and we're pretty well connected. We're pretty well connected. We know just about everybody in this business. And if we don't, we have a phone number that we can probably find.
Right.
But
another thing Mike does is convention representation. If you need somebody to go pimp your brand at a convention, if you need somebody to work your booth.
Pimp my brand.
Yeah.
Remember Pimp Your Car?
Mike does that. You may have seen pictures of him wearing an Embajador t-shirt. Embajador hired him, what was it, last year?
Yeah,
last year?
A couple of times
to work a couple of conventions. So if you have a convention coming up or you're going to Las Vegas for the big one and you need some hired guns, then Mike does that sort of thing. And if he likes your brand, he will pimp it for you. If he doesn't like your brand, then you already know that he won't.
I've got a lot of experience doing rubbing hands and kissing babies and all that stuff.
Maybe not talk about the rubbing.
Well, the rubbing hands.
Anyway.
It's called. Conventions, baby.
Here's another thing. Educational evenings. Mike started out doing the New Mexico International
Tequila Experience.
Right.
We did.
And that was a whole tequila tasting.
That was a whole show.
That was a show.
Was a show.
But you've done these intimate tequila tastings.
Yes. With or without food pairings.
I believe Ron was a Soto guy.
Oh,
he was with you on one.
Jacob.
No.
We've had several people that have either hired me as a hired gun, or we've done food pairings, we've done trainings, staff trainings.
Right. He also does staff and distributor training.
Yeah, and it's right now
sales training.
If you're an importer / distributor and you have a problem with training your people, a lot of these startup brands like going to small wine houses because they figure they're going to get a lot of attention that way instead of the big distributors, and you know who they are, right? Because there's only two of them.
A lot of these wine houses don't have the knowledge about tequila. They don't understand how similar tequila is to wine.
There's a lot of fear.
And that's where the training comes in.
There's a lot of fear with these salespeople. They're fearful of something that they don't know. How many of us are fearful of stuff that we don't know? Okay, we are able to cut through that stuff and speak your language. Okay, we speak your English, and we're able to teach them.
Don't talk to my audience that way.
Spanglish. We're able to speak their language so that they in turn can turn around and speak to their customers in a way that they will understand and that they will feel more comfortable with. Because as we all know, if you're comfortable with what it is that you're selling, you're going to sell more. Really simple.
Right. And the last thing that we do, the last service that we provide, and this is a paid service, and this is a big one, but some people may want this. So we're putting it out there. If you would like us to do a series of features about your brand, how it's made, where it's made, the fields that it comes from, if you would like us to go to Mexico and take film and photo and write travel logs about your brand and the production of your brand, then we would love to. We have passports. And
we're not afraid to use them.
And we're not afraid to use them. So we would be happy to do that. But that is our last service that we wanted to mention tonight.
And you probably haven't seen one of those lately. I think our last one was for Jose Cuervo.
That was a long
time ago. That was before Lisa BL.
Right.
But there's talk about us going to a couple of distilleries already for this year. We have to plan those ahead of time to make sure that we can come up with enough information and what we set out, what we promised.
Right. We want to be able to prepare. We want to have interview questions for master distillers and brand owners and
sure. If you're going to be transparent, we want to be there. So it's out there.
So those are the things that we can do for you as Tequila Aficionado, as Lisa Peach and Mike Morales, and collectively. Those are the ways that we can help you get your agave spirit brand noticed.
And as you've noticed, if you've been with us through this whole entire hour,
if you have, thank you so much.
Most of these are free.
Most of them are free. We will be breaking up this video. Again, this will be on our schedule. It's not happening tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that right now. We'll be breaking up this video in short pieces. So short digestible pieces.
Short bites.
Yeah. So those will be on our website and you'll probably see them circulating through our social media.
Yeah, because you'll see them over and over and over again.
But not every day.
We're going to demonstrate
not
exactly.
Every day.
Well, we're going to demonstrate exactly how we do it.
We do it enough just to keep Tequila Aficionado top of mind.
This is how we do it.
Right. Yeah. Don't sing.
Okay. I'm going to quit my day job and sing.
If you've stuck with us through this long, even if you fast forwarded through most of it, thank you very much for your time.
Who are we going to have next week on Open Bar?
Hopefully it wasn't wasted. Next week on Open Bar.
Wait a minute.
This is a brand. This is a brand that I particularly love. You know what?
Ow!
I go super white when you leave.
I know. Sorry.
Look what that does.
Holy cow! Jeez.
I'm
with color, without color.
I'm like one of those vampires with diamond skin. It's scary.
That's so fun.
Stop! You're scaring me.
I never noticed that. You always leave me.
Yeah, well, it's that's how it should be.
Okay. It's been that way in the past.
I've never left you. Anyway, next week, Vida Tequila. This is one of my personal favorites.
She won't even let me touch the bottle.
This is the Blanco I love.
Primarily available in Utah.
Now,
you may have read about Lisa Barlow. She is the one of the two brand owners.
She's awesome.
But she's awesome. She is one of our women in the tequila industry. You can read about her before next week if you like. Hopefully,
you can see her on Last Tequila Standing.
Yeah, she was on Last Tequila Standing.
Yeah.
They have just an amazing couple. We're going to have both of them on, her and her husband John, and maybe even the boys. But who knows?
This is not a show for kids.
Okay, all right. No boys.
No.
Anyway, they're on the show next week, and we'll be sipping some Vida tequila next week.
I'll be sipping the Blanco, and you can get something else.
That's fine with me.
It's mine.
Okay.
Okay.
And she might even give us some heads up on some really exciting
There may be
news.
some special news. There could be a special.
Could be a special reveal. I don't know.
Anyway, if you stuck with us for this long, thank you so much. And I hope we didn't put you to sleep. But if we did, it's time to wake up now. See you next week on Open Bar. I'm Lisa Peach.
I'm Mike Morales. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.